The former Liverpool and England striker Roger Hunt has died at the age of 83, the Premier League club has announced. Hunt was part of England's 1966 World Cup winning side and is Liverpool's record league scorer with 244 goals. Andy Swiss looks back at his life.
He was England's other star striker of 1966. Sir Geoff Hurst's goals might have won the World Cup final, but it was Roger Hunt's that helped get them there. Hunt's ability first emerged at Liverpool.
Hunt, it's a goal!
After making his debut in 1959, he went on to become the club's record scorer, helping Liverpool to 2 league titles, and in 1965 to their first ever victory in the FA Cup. At the same time, his international career was also blossoming. By the 1966 World Cup, he was an England regular, and he soon showed why. He scored 3 goals in the group stage, but with Jimmy Greaves returning from injury, Hunt was unsure of his place for the final until manager Sir Alf Ramsey broke the news.
We went to the cinema on the Friday night, and just as we were getting off the coach at the cinema, Alf took me on one side and said that I'd be playing the next day, which was fantastic news. I mean, FA Cup final really was all my dreams, really, as a professional, but the World Cup final really was something you don't imagine.
In that final, it was Sir Geoff Hurst that grabbed the headlines, but it was Hunt that had a close-up view of its crucial moment. The question of whether Hurst's second goal crossed the line is one of the game's enduring controversies, but Hunt, following in and starting to celebrate, had no doubt.
So many people come to me and say, one thing they say, was it over the line? And the other one is, why didn't you knock it in? Well, I turned away. I thought it was over the line and bouncing into the roof of the net. I'm still, certain it was over the line.
Hunt continued playing for Liverpool and England until 1969. He eventually left Anfield with some 286 goals, and after retiring from the game, took on a very different job, joining his family's haulage company. His exploits for England were eventually recognised in 2000 when he was one of 5 World Cup winners to receive MBEs. But Liverpool fans gave him their own unofficial title. To them, he was Sir Roger, one of the most prolific strikers English football has ever seen.
Roger Hunt, who's died at the age of 83.
The grace and the goals of England World Cup winner Roger Hunt have been remembered today after he died at the age of 83. He played in the 66 final and was England's closest witness to that controversial third goal, which he always insisted was over the line. The forward also helped Liverpool to 3 league titles. Our sports editor Steve Scott looks back at his spectacular career.
Roger Hunt was an ever-present in England's World Cup winning team. He scored 3 times on the way to the final. And in that final, he was the closest to Geoff Hurst's controversial goal and always said he instantly turned away to celebrate because the ball had definitely crossed the line. A modest and unassuming man, he was one of the most prolific strikers of the time. In 2000, following a campaign to recognise the 66 heroes who hadn't been honoured, Hunt was awarded an MBE. Receiving it from the Queen, it was the 3rd time he'd met her.
Well, it's very special because it's very rare that. I would imagine there's not many people who've done that.
At his club Liverpool, they had actually knighted him years earlier. He was known affectionately by fans as Sir Roger. His phenomenal league scoring record stands to this day. During his 11 years there, he won 3 league titles, an FA Cup, and was the club's top scorer for 8 years running.
What a wonderful gentleman he was. What a great friend. And I was able to say colleague, and it was absolutely fantastic. He was truly an amazing man, and he thoroughly deserved his nickname, Sir Roger Hunt.
A giant mural outside Anfield commemorates Hunt's most famous Liverpool goal in 1965 that helped the club to win its first ever FA Cup. Roger Hunt's death, after a long illness, leaves only 3 surviving members of England's World Cup winning team.
Remembering Roger Hunt, who has died at the age of 83.